Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, but before we move forward, let's cue that intro. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. I hope you're enjoying your day. Close approaching the weekend of Premier League football. Funny enough, I've got to do a Premier League show, haven't I? I keep forgetting that. Afternoon Prem show, saying I've got to do at some point. But guys, we are here to talk about the game yesterday. Chelsea versus Malmo. We managed to batter them 4-0, and it should have been more. Let's be serious. It could have been more. You know, it could have easily been 5, 6, 7, 8. I do feel like we took our foot off the gas. You know what we're going to be doing in this show? I will be opening up the lines for you guys to get involved. Just going to go through the stats. We're going to go through the players, do the player ratings, open up the lines, get your thoughts and opinions on the performances. Obviously, it was a good performance. There is still a little bit of a dull element to it in terms of the injuries. We lost Romelu Lukaku and we lost Timo Werner. Lukaku to an ankle injury, Timo Werner to a hamstring. We don't know how long they're going to be out for as well. And we're going to talk about all of that and what that means. We're going to look at the fixtures list without them potentially. You know, I think they'll be gone for at least minimum 2 weeks, minimum 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll have to see how it goes. But before we move forward, we have hit 2.9k subscribers. Thank you very much for helping us get there. And we are now officially 100 subscribers away from getting to 3k. The road to 3k is on. And we can do it. We can get there. But I need you guys to smash the like button, because what that does is shares my stream across YouTube a lot more. So make sure you smash the like button. If you are new here and you've just walked in, please subscribe to the channel as well. That extra subscriber brings us closer to that 3k mark, which is, like I said, massive as well. We've got the Discord links. You've got my Twitter link below as well. Make sure you go and check that out as well, guys. And before I go straight into this game and talk about it, let's just see who's in the chat as well. We have got Gainzar, _12, big up to you. We've got Ariza Mars, who says, Chelsea need to improve their set piece. We lack of goals coming from set pieces. We won't have any chances to win against Juventus, never mind teams like Bayern Munich, unless it's improved. Fair shout, I hear that. Big Ron, big up to you, mate. You had a bit of a scare yesterday with your Manchester United. Saying that, I knew you were going to come back in the second half. Anyway, I said, even at 2-0 down, I said they will probably come back 3-2. Good evening, Jem. UEFA Champions League, Champions of Europe. Big up to you. Big up to Matty K in the house as well. Hope you well. He says, sup, Jem, how wrong was we with the lineup? We were massively wrong with the lineup. And big up to Football Star and big up to Declare that are in the chat as well. And I did actually tweet on Twitter, and I tried to cut people in it. I couldn't believe the lineup. When this lineup come out, I was like, this is literally the strongest we could get. Like this, I don't think we could have got any stronger. Like, who else could have came into that team? Like the back four were the strongest back four we could possibly play. Like, I was actually really shocked that we did that. I really was, and it caught me by surprise. And for that, we did lose our two strikers from playing at, maybe in a game that they shouldn't have played off. And that's going to be something we're going to debate later on. Open up the lines, get your thoughts and opinions as well, guys. But let's talk about the game. Let's get into it. Because we are going to bring up a bit of stats on the game. Obviously, Chelsea 4, Malmo 0. We had goals from Andreas Christensen. Andreas Christensen with his first goal for Chelsea. First goal for Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Jorginho was so close to getting a hat-trick. If you remember yesterday when we was doing the talks, we were saying that Redneck was saying that he predicts that Jorginho will get a hat-trick, and then we all said he will get 3 penalties and score all 3 of them. He was so close to getting to that as well. Kai Havertz coming on, stepping up, had a very good half. I would say half, but I'd say 3/4 of an half. And when he came on for Chelsea as well, which is what we need. Remember I said to you yesterday, we need these players to step up. We need these players to step up. We need these players to show us what they're about now. You know, this is where we need the Mounts and the Havertzes, the Callum Hudson-Odois, and all of them to show us what they're about. In terms of the game, 73% possession on their 27. And I did say this to you guys again yesterday. They will not offer anything. They just won't. They won't offer. They won't offer much. You know, we had 20 shots to their 2. 7 of them were on target, which was better than Brentford only having 1 on target. And we scored 4 of them. So I don't mind having 7 shots on target and scoring 4 of them. That looks pretty good, you know, in theory. 11 shots off target as well. 2 blocked as well. Our passing accuracy was very good. We did dominate in the midfield and defence. Progressively moving forward, we were very good as well. You know, a couple of offsides, 2 each. And I don't think Mendy made a save. Look, he made 0 saves in that game. Nothing. Literally nothing. And we got the job done. You know, we played a strong team. It was good that we had the 5 subs because then we were allowed in the second half to take off certain individuals and give them a rest. But it was an overall good performance. You know, guys, continue smashing the like button for me if you can. There's nearly over 20 of you here already. We're only 6 minutes in as well. Big up to everyone that's in the chat. But let's continue subscribing, smashing the likes for the channel as well. Big up to Chelsea fan as well that's in the chat as well. In terms of my overall thoughts of the game, big up to One Rovers as well. Hope he is very well. I thought we played very well. I thought we dealt with them very well. I actually really like the combination between Mason Mount, Timo Werner and Lukaku. It was a shame that Lukaku picked up the injury and Werner with the hamstring because I wanted to see that. Even though it was only Malmo, it looked very tasty. You had Mount dropping off deep, linking up play, playing them balls directly. Timo Werner doing what he does, making runs off the individuals, opening space, creating space. Lukaku holding the ball up well, being a headache to handle with defenders struggling to deal with his strength. And it looked very, very good. We didn't allow them out. Every time they won the ball back, we pressed very quickly. We won the ball back well. And then we moved the ball around well. And then, obviously, we got... Sorry, sorry, guys. What was that? Saying in my throat. I'm all right. I ain't dying on stream. Don't worry. And then we obviously got our goal, you know, and it was whipped into Christensen, who made a great run into the box, hit, you know, connecting with the ball. And it was a very, very good finish for a defender. I'm not going to lie. Lewis, if you're about, that was a very good goal. It's even coming from me, mate. Well done. Big up to Matt, who's in the house as well. Hope you are well. And then we obviously jumped onto the injuries. Romelu Lukaku gets the ball in the box. He spins the defender, gets brought down. But as you see the defender falls, he falls with all his weight on his ankle, which then obviously fucks him in many ways, literally fucks him up. So he's injured. He couldn't get up. He walks up to the tunnel. You see a little clip of him like even struggling to get up the stairs. Whether it's bruised, whether it's taught, whatever it is, we're waiting for confirmation on that. We have lost Romelu Lukaku now. And on the back of that, we then go and lose Timo Werner, who makes a sprint, he feels his hamstring go, the back lies down. The only thing I would say is if he's torn it, if he's ripped it, they wouldn't have been lifting his leg up and putting it on their shoulders to try and stretch it as if he had cramp. So from I'm not no doctor, I'm just assuming right now, but from what I saw there, I think that maybe he pulled it rather than torn it. And if he's pulled it, then he's going to be a couple of weeks out as well, just to do rest. And the reason that happens, I'm going to be honest with you, not the Lukaku and the Werner one. The reason that happens is because they're being overplayed. It's because they're playing games that maybe he didn't need to play, you know. And, you know, you will lose both of them for a minimum of 2 weeks. You know, in terms of the fixtures, when you look at losing Timo Werner and Lukaku, you think to yourself, okay, we're in trouble. We ain't got no strikers. Now, Kai Havertz comes on the pitch, performs very, very well for our team. And it worked, you know, Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi jumped in as well. Now, look, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Kai Havertz and Mason Mount can work. And it can work in games that like this, which is where I'm going to share with you guys now. All right, we might be missing Timo Werner and Lukaku for at least a minimum 2 weeks. But the fact that we've just beaten Malmo. We go into the weekend against Norwich at home. We know that they're bottom of the league, rock bottom, lacking confidence, lacking anything, any real idea or identity. You know, we should have enough to do them. You know, we should have enough in the bank to do that. Then you look at Southampton at home in that game. Again, squad depth. We should be able to rotate. We should be able to deal with them. I don't think they play their strongest team in that game as well. So you think about the games that they were missing. This is why I'm showing it. For 2 weeks from this week would be, so that obviously yesterday was, what was yesterday? The 20th, wasn't it? They will be missing that game. They'll be missing the Newcastle game away. Now, Newcastle away has always been a bogey ground for us. But yet again, they're lacking confidence. They're rock bottom at the bottom. Yes, they've got rid of the manager, but they've got a caretaker manager taking over until they find a replacement. We should, again, have enough with whether it's CH, Havertz, Mount, whoever it is that comes in and plays. Even Pulisic might even be back then, who knows, to deal with them. And then going into the second, we've got Malmo away. I'm not even going to question that we cannot beat them again convincingly like we did. So you're looking at it. The next big game we got is really Leicester, and that's on the 20th. So when you think of after the 6th, which is Burnley at home, if they make that, which they may do or may not, we then go into an international break all the way to the 20th, which probably does help. So even if they don't play the Burnley game, even if they don't turn up for the Burnley game, you've got that 2-week period for them to recover. And then look, because we do have Leicester, Juventus, Man United, Watford, West Ham, and it starts to get hard again. And that's when you really want your full squad back. Lukaku, Werner. So my thing is this. I think we can get away with them being injured through this period. But it's going to involve the players that are coming in, like Havertz to find form, Mason Mount to find form. They're going to all have to start. Callum Hudson-Odoi, he wants his chance. Here's your chance. Step up. This is your opportunity to show us, yeah? Malmo. So, these are games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say all 5 of them. We could easily win all 5 of them games without Werner and Lukaku, guys. So, I saw social media having a meltdown, having a panic. I do think we can get it done. But in terms of the overall, this is what people are saying in the chat as well. Lukaku out for a minimum 2 weeks. Timo could be 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, that's true. Lukaku could be 4 to 6 weeks. I know we're all assuming though. We have no forwards for Norwich game. I still think we can beat them. Like I said, I still think we can win most of the games all the way up to Burnley. And then you've got that 2-week period in between. So, I think we will get away with it. I think Lukaku will be back at Newcastle match. Maybe. Like I said to you, it might not be as severe as we think it is for both. We might have them back. But even if you lose them for 2 weeks, playing Burnley, playing Newcastle, playing Malmo again, playing Norwich and playing Southampton, them 5 games before we go into an international break for another 2 weeks, before we come back to when it gets hard, less than Man United, Juventus, which are our next 3 games, that is good enough. That we have a good enough squad to deal. We have a good enough squad to deal with the 5 games that we've got coming up. Guys, we've got nearly 30 of you here, only 13 minutes in as well. Smash the like button. Let's try and close the gap to 30 to 40 likes. If you can do that, massively appreciate it. If you're new to GNA TV, subscribe to the channel as well. Your scouts are downloading. Big up to you, Andre, in the chat as well. I hope you are well, my bro. And then, we move on from that. So, obviously, we had them injuries. Havertz, Cho, and Mount linked up very well. We continue to press very high, win the ball back, made it hard for the opposition to even do anything. Got to the second half. Got another couple of good goals as well. Kai Havertz's goal, which Cho played in when he dipped it over the goal. It was a beautiful goal. Something we want to see more from Kai Havertz. Something we want to see much more from him. And we move. It was a good win, a convincing win. Have we suffered from doing it? Maybe. Is it the end of the world that we've lost Lukaku and Werner? No, based on the games that we've got coming up. So, I would say that we're in a good place, guys. We're in a good place. Big up to David as well. Hope you're well. Like I said, there's nearly over 30 here. Subscribe to the channel. Please smash the like button. Please help me get to 40 likes. Massively appreciate it. We're going to do some ratings now. So let's go through some ratings, and then I'm going to open up the lines. The lines will be open for you guys to get involved, as always. Big up to Leslie as well. I just see that come up in the background. Big up to Jim. Hope this little break for Lukaku and Timo can get their minds right and their bodies rest and get them fine. Look, that might be a blessing. That might be a blessing, the fact that they can both kind of like rest, even though they're injured, but rest and recover. Might come back better. So let's just see what happens. But in terms of the game, I mean, Edouard Mendy obviously in goal. I did expect Kepa to come in, and he could have really, because he didn't have to make one save in that game. In terms of rating, I don't really think you can rate Mendy because he didn't do anything. Did he even make a save? did he even have to do anything? Like, I give Mendy a 7. He didn't have to do anything. 6 or a 7. Probably the easiest rating of today. Like, there's not much we can really say about Edouard Mendy, you know. So I would say a 7. Moving on, because like I said, there's not much to say about him. Even though it says Antonio Rudiger was injured, he wasn't injured. He played. And boy, did he have a good game. What a return from Antonio Rudiger. Guys, in the chat, let me know what your thoughts are out of 10 for Rudiger. Give me a little brief description of what you think of their performances as well. I thought Rudiger was, again, great. Top. Done what he does best. You know, and it shows how important he is, how valuable he is to this team. And 28 years old, you know, still not signed a contract. You know, you start looking at your football club and thinking, what are we doing? You know, maybe we should be tying him down. He's playing so well at the moment. He's so important to the way we play as well, Rudiger. Like, I would definitely look to potentially keep him if we can and try and get an agreement in terms of wages with him, because the performances like yesterday, even though it was Malmo, is why we need him. And he cracks me up. He's on the floor after he gets a penalty with his tongue out and just shaking it around he's just so funny, man. So funny. 7.5 for Antonio Rudiger. I thought he had a great performance. C1 London saying Tony Edgar, Davids, Rudiger, it was 8.5. Fair enough. 8 out of 10 for a weekly update. Big up to C1 London as well. I said 7.5, but I'll give him an 8, actually. Just give him an 8 because he was good enough to be an 8. Then we move on to Andreas Christensen, the Danish Titus Bramble, Krusty the Clown. No, I'll take it back. He had a very good game yesterday. Scores his goal, his first ever goal at Stamford Bridge. About blimmin' time, eh? About blimmin' time. Yeah, you know, he scores his first ever goal. Nice little volley into the sort of bounces into the floor and up in the corner. Other than that, he was good. He was quick. Does what he does best in many ways. You know, again, I'd give him an 8. 8 out of 10, easy 8 out of 10 for Christensen. You know, very, very good performance from him. I hope that Rudiger took the penalty. It would have been mad. I know he should have. But yeah, look, I think he's easily an 8 as well. Redneck's in the house as well. Big up to him. He says 8 out of 10 for Christensen. He thinks it was a very good performance from him as well. And then we move. Thiago Silva. I mean, what is there to say? Because at 37 years old, this guy is still performing at a level which is just unbelievable. I honestly think he could play till he's 40. And that's all down to him, because of him, the way he looks after himself. All right, he's not got the pace, because as you get older, you know, these things creep up on you. But everything else about his game is immense. You know, absolutely immense. And again, I would easily give him an 8 out of 10. Easily 8. I think all of our defenders were an 8. Easily an 8. They just didn't have much to do, but they were progressively very good. They didn't slow the game down, because we were moving the ball into him quick. You know, we was firing it into him, trying to get him to get on with it as well. So I would say an easy 8 out of 10. Thiago's Thiago, like he said there, full style. He is Thiago's Thiago, and so important. The leadership qualities that he brings as well. He was awesome as always, Mr. Thiago. In terms of left wing back, Ben Chilwell, Chile B. Great performance again. You know, he's just on fire at the moment, isn't he? Every performance that he seems to put out, he was just everywhere again, up and down the pitch. You know, offensively very good. Defensively does his job, keeps the ball moving, gives us width. You know, I give him an 8 out of 10 as well. I thought Chilwell was very good, and he keeps showing why he has to play and why he shouldn't be dropped. Why he shouldn't be dropped by Tuchel. He's definitely well superior to Mr. Alonso, even though he came on in the second half. So I would give Ben Chilwell an easy 8 out of 10 performance. And then we're going to go on to Cesar Aspie. And I thought he played a very different game yesterday. When you look at the positions that he was taking up, of you know, where he was, how he's standing, you found him in the midfield most of the time. It was like he was in midfield, which is very unusual. It's like he wasn't playing as a wing back. If you watch closely, Mason Mount was more of the guy pulling on the wing, and then and Aspie was linking the play. At one point, I saw Aspie playing up front, linking the ball. It was just very unusual to see, but it worked. It worked very well. And again, he had a very good game. Even though I don't like seeing him there, and I keep saying it, I don't like him as a right wing back. He had a decent performance. He always puts in a 7 or 8 out of 10. I could easily give him an 8 out of 10. Big up to Bex that's in the house. He says, big up to the GNA community. The GNA community is the best community in the world. I always say that as well. Chile 7.5 for football style. C1 London says 7.5. Becca saying, if you're new to GNA TV, just subscribe to the Discord chat. Please do so. We're also only, I think we're 5 away from 30 likes. There's over 36, nearly 40 of you here. Smash the like button, guys. Let's try and get to the 40 likes mark. Close the gap for us. The link's going to be in the chat soon so that we can have a chat about the game. Chat about the game, talk about the injuries, talk about what your thoughts and feelings were. Aspie, 8, man. Mr. Reliable, easy. 7, he was good, but not great, is what Couch thinks. Chile was an 8 as well. So, yeah. Mr. Reliable, isn't he? Mr. Reliable. Reece James came on for a little bit as well. He got his little individual performance. I mean, he only had a short little period of time, but again, very good. I'd say a 7. Didn't do much wrong with Reece James, but I will fly through him again because he's important. Him and Chilwell are our 2 players that have to be playing. Then we move into the midfield. Jorginho got his 2 goals. Was doing something that I've been asking him to do for a very long time. Play the ball progressively. Move it quickly forward through the middle. He played a couple of good balls into Havertz, quickly, direct, which he then spun and he nearly scored. I think he ran into the goalie, nearly knocked the goalie out. That is what I want from Jorginho, because if he's further up the pitch and he's in that position, instead of doing a sideways backwards pass, play that ball. Be direct, and if he can do that more in his game, he can become more effective for us and it will work for this system. And he's someone that can do it. He's very good with the ball at his feet. So, I would give Jorginho a good 8, 8.5, easily. 8, 8.5. Can we agree Jorginho is the glue in this team? I would say glue, Bex. I'd say he's important. And I think, again, it depends on the opponent, who you're up against, who you're playing against with Jorginho. But he was very good. I'd give him an 8.5. Easy 8.5. He was very good. Passes into Mount and Jorginho combining well. They did combine very well. It was something that did work. Jorginho, man, a match 9.5 out of 10 for C1 London. I hear that. Big up to him on that one as well. And then we move on. N'Golo Kante. I saw a comment on Twitter from someone saying that when Kante's cantering the pitch, basically doing a Kante, is when we 9 times out of 10 of the times usually win games. It's so fucking true when you think about it. Every time Kante is doing Kante and he's winning the ball back high at the pitch, he's in many ways dictating the speed of the game as well because of the press and things like that. He was good again. For me, he's an 8. All round, a very good performance. Shows why he's so important to this team. Why he should be in the team as well. N'Golo Kante, I'd give him an 8.59 as well. Him and Jorginho were very, very good together yesterday. And it was impressive. We've got over nearly 50 of you in the chat, 25 minutes in. Smash the like button, guys. 40 likes. Let's get to the 40 likes mark. Subscribe if you're new as well, because we are on the road now to 3K. We're at 2.9. We're on the road to 3K, and the giveaway will be given on the Instagram page, which is in the link below in this description. So make sure you get involved. Kante is a 9. Big up to Kaz as well. Kazim in the house. Hope you're well. Who do you think will play against Norwich, Chilwell or Alonso? It should be Chilwell. There's no reason why Alonso should be starting, but I think Alonso will probably start Southampton. Chilwell will start on the weekend. That's what I'm hoping, because it's more of an important game. We need to swap our defence for a bit. Maybe Nathaniel, but again, I don't see him doing that. Kante's 9, man. This guy's progressed. Is different. He's dribbling. He's so underrated, man, and his passing was very good. And not just that, it was his linking. So it was the run. So if Jorginho made the pass into Mount, it was the run that he would make, knowing that once that ball reaches Mount, it was going to be released to him. Do you get what I mean? So Jorginho quickly into Mount. Kante's already making a run into space. Mount then does the one-touch ball into the space where Kante's running into, and it opens up the pitch. It's the understanding. It's the understanding that we saw, which was very, very, very good. Kante was easy an 8.59. Smashed it as always. We then move on to what's that? I don't even think I'm going to rate Sal. All right, we'll quick touch our sound gears. Came on in the second half, done okay. You know, we were already winning at that point. Got stuck in, won the ball. 6.57. Like I said, I'm not going to keep too long on him because he didn't play too much. Mason Mount, very good. Pressed very high, won the ball back. Linked the play very well. Whipping the balls in the box quickly. Linked up with the midfield well. Got back and got stuck in. It was just like watching the old Mason Mount. It was good. It was a good performance, but we need that consistency back from him again. He's had these little blip. Now, hopefully, he can just kick on, move forward, get moving for the team. He was good. 8.5 out of 10. I thought Mason Mount was decent. Had a very good game. Over 50 of you here, guys. Let's get to the 40 likes marks. Please smash the like button, as what Mr. Matt is saying here as well. We should be on 50 likes already, with 50 of us already here. Let's do that. Didn't you guys notice something new about Jorginho? Yes, and I just mentioned it. Progressively moving the ball quickly. Direct. Being direct with the ball. Playing it in quickly, and something that I want to see him do more. After missing the UAO penalty, he decided to change his pens. Now the pens. Yes, that's true as well. He's not doing the hop, skip, bang. He's just doing the hop and then bang. Isn't it? Hop and bang. That sounds right. Hop and bang. But yeah, it was good. Mason Mount, very good performance. 8, anything between 8 and an 8.5. Callum Hudson-Odoi came on again, set up the goal for Kai Havertz. Very good performance from him, knocking on the door. Now being given the opportunity that Chelsea fans have been crying out for him having the opportunity to play in this team and be given minutes. And he had a very good game. And I think Callum Hudson-Odoi should be starting now in this position. No Werner, no Lukaku. Ziyech is out of form. You're really limited anyway. Ross Barkley shouldn't be getting in front of Callum Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi is a dribbler, a bit like Christian Pulisic. And that's something that we actually miss. And that's why I think having Callum Hudson-Odoi on the pitch is very good, especially in that position. And he was good as well. I'd give him at least an 8 or an 8.5. It was very, 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 very impressive. And I want to see him at Norwich. I want to see Callum Hudson-Odoi play against Norwich over the weekend. I think it will be very important. I think it'll be very important for him as well. Big up to Real Chris that's in the chat. For me, Hudson-Odoi and Havertz should start against Norwich. I agree, Dev, massively. Yes, agree. Callum needs time. He needs time, but he needs minutes. He needs time. He needs minutes. He needs the opportunity. This is his opportunity. 2-week period that I think Werner Lukaku may be out. You got Norwich. You got Burnley. You got Malmo. You got Southampton. These are all games that Hudson-Odoi can play in and be effective. And then we can have a real analysis of him and sit there and say, look, he deserves to start. He deserves. This is the Hudson-Odoi. He's taking his chances, like Ruben. Like what Ruben's done when he's coming to the team. This is now Callum Hudson-Odoi's chance to show us that. He needs to step up. We need them to step up. We need to keep the gap at the top, there. Thank you, Jem Cho. As to start, man, he took his chance yesterday. No one can say he didn't take his chance. Havertz, Cho link up is something to build up on. Yeah, and Havertz and Cho link up was very good. They looked comfortable. They looked very passive in the way they played, and it was good to see. It's good to see. Havertz's movement as well was good. Big up to Jose CFC in the house as well, mate. Continue smashing the likes, guys. The link's going to be in the chat very shortly as we get to the end of this rating. We're then going to move to man like Kai. King Kai Havertz. And what a goal. All I'm going to say is what a goal, because many strikers, many attackers that got themselves in the position that he did when Callum Hudson-Odoi played him in, would have just thumped that, hit that as hard as they could. Nah, this man's got finesse. This man's got class. This man's got this, the way he does things. Like when he plays like he does yesterday, he's like, you see the talent and that kind of finish to be able to just think it. And let's be serious, the pass by Callum Hudson-Odoi was an overpass. It was well overpassed. He had to sprint to get to that ball. Obviously, the rain didn't help. It was a very wet day as well. But that little dink, that little over the goalie and then just rolls into the bottom corner that's class. I'm telling you now, that is a class finish. And we need Kai to consistently do this now. He needs to step up. But he had a very good game yesterday. His movement, and people saying, maybe he just prefers the false nine. After yesterday's performance, how can you argue that? He looked so much more involved, and he wasn't holding his position. He wasn't just staying up front. He was going right. He was going left. He was coming deep. Mount would go forward. Cho would go ahead of him. Cho would try and make runs into the space behind. Like there was an alternation. Remember I said to you about the alternation? Not having Lukaku in the team? Yeah, how it may work differently or may actually work better in this system. We saw glimpses of it yesterday. We saw big glimpses of it yesterday. And Kai Havertz had a very good game. I'd say 8.5. 8.5 for Kai. King Kai. He's technically gifted. Afternoon all, great game and result last night. Big up to Simon as well. It was a very good result. King Kai, man, this guy's quality, he's finishing at times is immense. Is literally immense. Havertz into such a good position. He is. He knows. And his movement is very good. Ha ha ha. Exactly. And the extra pass made him do that class. Yeah, from Hudson-Odoi, it was very good. The attack is very fluid when he plays as a 9. Yeah, it is. And it looked good. Can't complain. It was good. It was good to see. Good performance from him. Kai is what Mount fans think Mount is. Oh, big up to Kai in the chat as well. Good to see you here, my broski. Yeah, listen, Mason Mount had a good game yesterday, Kai. I know you've had a little bit of a thing with Mason Mount, but Kai Havertz was class yesterday. He was class. But Mason Mount was very good as well. They were both very, very good. And it's going to be interesting because you will see Kai, you will see Mount, and you will see probably Callum Hudson-Odoi play more. And it's good. It's good to see something different, in many ways. It's good to see what, according to you, is the best free kick taker in Chelsea. I think Alonso's, depending on the position, I think Alonso's very good at them. I don't think Mason Mount's that great at them. I know Mason Mount takes him, but I don't think he's that great at them. I don't think we had that many options, if you're my honest opinion. I really don't. I actually just think Alonso. Literally, Alonso. That's all I can think of. You lot ran your mouths about Liverpool injuries. Forgot your own players. Yeah, but now we can use your excuse. Because when you said, the reason we didn't compete last season and we didn't win the league is because we didn't have Van Dijk. Now we can say, well, we didn't have Lukaku. We didn't have Timo Werner. We're just going to take a leaf out of your book if we don't win it, So, good. What did he do? He did have a bad game, Kai. Come on, man. You stop here. Stop. You're not this kind of guy. I know you're not. He was very good. The link's going to be in the chat, Kai. If you're about, it'd be good to have you come on, actually, and hear your thoughts on Mason Mount. But I thought Mason Mount was decent. He had a good game. Compared to the games that he had before, where he was ineffective, today he was very effective. Moving forward, winning the ball back high up the pitch. The link between him, Kante, Jorginho, moving the ball very quickly, making them passes behind the defence for the players, running into space. He had a good game. He had a good game, man. Come on, stop it. Listen, guys, there's nearly 80 of you here right now. We should be on 50 likes. Smash the like button, please. Smash it. Subscribe. If you're new to GNA TV, we are literally on the road to 3K. I keep saying it. But I'm on the road to 3K. Giveaway is pending. We only need, 100 more? Less than that. Maybe about 95 more. I haven't looked if anyone's subscribed on this stream. But yeah, continue subscribing, continue liking the channel. Couch. I think Kaya has a thing with Johnny. I don't know. I know they've had a bit of beef, but I've not really been, paying too much attention to it. I will take a leaf out of your book. Your Chelsea Football Club, the favourites for the most people to win the league. You should be better. Why? Hang on. You've got your Premier League proven winning team squad back now. Surely you are favourites. Surely you are this team. Surely, Mo Salah is the king god of the world. Mane's finding form. Virgil van Dijk, the best defender in Premier League history, according to you guys. Don't put that pressure on me, mate. Don't try and put that pressure on us. Mount had some decent one touches into Lukaku and Werner. He's moved it quick. I like watching, and I keep saying I like watching Lukaku, Mount, and Werner. It's a shame that Lukaku and Werner got injured, Really a shame. Listen, I'm going to open up the lines for you guys as well. There is over 70 of you here still. We are on 38 likes. Let's get another 2 likes, guys, please. Smash the like button for the channel as well. Big up to Nick Blues in the chat. we have the discussion about this, just you and well, coming in. There's not much to coming in, Ram. You really want to have this? This is about the match reaction, and you want to have a talk about Chelsea. We live in rent free in your head. The link's in the chat. Keep getting smashing the likes, guys. Let's get to 50 likes. Over 80 of you here right now. Subscribe to the channel. I want to know what your thoughts and feelings were about the game as well. Let me know. We've just done the ratings as well. Yeah, we've just done the ratings. Come in and have your say. Ramsey with his little grin. What you saying, Ram?
I love this. You got injuries, and we don't. I love it. I mean, we did, but you got injuries, and I want to see what's your mind change. You know what I mean?
But did you not hear what I just said earlier?
What?
I just said with these injuries, I still expect us to win our next 5 games because Norwich, Malmo, Southampton, Burnley are all winnable games. And if we're going to lose Lukaku and Werner for at least 2 weeks, we then come into an international break. We don't actually have to play less than Man United and Juventus to the 20th of November onwards. That's a lot of time still. So they should hopefully be back then, is what I'm trying to get at. So, I'm not sitting here with any excuse, but if we wanted to, if we started losing points, we could use the excuse of we don't have the striker.
And I can use the same logic as you lot did. You're a Chelsea Football Club, one of the richest clubs in the entire world, with sugar daddy Roman Abramovich. You should have got yourself another striker.
You guys used this excuse last year when you lost Van Dijk. This was your excuse.
No, not just Van. Do you want the whole context? Not just Van Dijk. It was Joel Matip and Joe Gomez as well. You have to put that in.
Jim, I thought this is a football show. I didn't know it's a drama, man. I don't get why we're getting tears about
look, we had to spice things up, bro. We had to spice things up.
Well, keep your spices back, man.
I haven't seen you in a while. How you been, my man? You alright?
I've been busy, man. Life literally came at me from behind, man.
You want to talk about Mason Mount, didn't you? So let me get him up because I know you're going to come on and talk about him. So
hey, man, I just don't understand. Like, this guy has like standards that our Chelsea fans are like going backwards. Everything that he does when he runs 2 meters, he's like, he was good. He ran. I'm like, so what? I can run too, man. That doesn't mean that I'm a good fucking footballer, bro. A footballer, man, especially a midfielder, need to do good passing, not lose the ball every time he gets it.
I don't think Mason Mount can do anything right for you because I don't think you actually.
That's not true, man. The thing is, he doesn't do anything exceptional for me, man. Only Chelsea fans actually rate Mason Mount that highly, man.
Now you know what? For the first time in a very long time, I'm gonna agree with Kai. It's the overhyping of Chelsea fans he's talking about.
Yeah, he's an okay player, man. He's not like in the level of those like great players, man. He's okay. He can pass, he can shoot, but he's nothing special. There's nothing special that you see about him. Like that finish that Havertz had yesterday. No way Mount can do that.
No, I agree.
No way. From that
Kai,
no way.
tell that to Johnny on his face.
No,
his job isn't to do that finish though.
Bring him. I want to hear.
What is his job? What is his job to do? To run? What is he? The English Sissoko? I thought he's like the Chelsea golden boy, man. If our standard is Sissoko, then we should.
Sissoko was built like a tank, though. Mount is a little bit of a stick. Not gonna lie.
Silly. Like, I don't understand. The guy has a decent game, and like people just come over their agendas every time.
Like, he's had a decent game. He's a decent player.
Yeah.
That's what I am saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
But you're acting like nobody said that he was a world class.
Who overrated him?
Legendary football. Acknowledge
that.
All you Chelsea fans overrate him. Don't try to.
Then what about Phil Foden?
They're good run. Mason Mount for Ballon d'Or. I'm sorry. No, I'm not having this. I'm not having this nonsense.
Who says that? You're getting
Chelsea fans
people are winding you over there telling you that,
people have compared him to Phil Foden, who is miles ahead of Mason Mount. Miles ahead.
I don't know about that. I don't know about no miles, but definitely.
My point was he's a decent player. I don't see anything special in him, and I think
he's a good player.
Yesterday he had 3.
If he is not special, why he play him every match? Tuchel,
Can I ask a question? If he's not special, how did he create the second most amount of chances last season?
Yeah, a lot of that is set pieces, though.
Yeah.
But if you actually look at the
Still
amount of
gotta do
amount of minutes he had compared to other attackers in our team, then it makes a lot of sense. People use stats they throw it out of their asses. They don't use the fucking context of the stats. They just throw stats that they find somewhere, man.
And also, he was your main creative outlet. I mean, compared to a Phil Foden who has the likes of Kevin De Bruyne or Riyad Mahrez. Can I go on?
I don't know what we're talking about here.
So basically, what you're saying is
the guy had a decent game.
Socialism, you know what I'm saying?
At that.
Look,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying he's a decent player, but he isn't special. He's a decent player. That's my whole point with Mount.
Look,
I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying he's a good player, but he's not a great player. He's not a world-class player. That's the issue.
I've criticised Mount the last couple of games. I think he's been very poor. I know what you mean because there's a lot of people that protect him. Maybe a bit like Timo Werner as well. Like we're very protective.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. Timo Werner. If Timo Werner was doing the form that Mount was in now, he would be massacred, bro. We literally almost finished 1/3 of the season, and he still doesn't have a goal, bro. And he plays an attacking third.
Yeah. Well, look, my question would be, what is Mount's game then? What is it that what is it that we should be expecting him to do when you look at the ability that he has? Because what is he? Is he someone that creates? Is he someone that should be doing that more?
He's a utility player.
If you're asking me that question about an attacking player, then there you go, man. You have the answer in your question.
Well, no, I'm asking you. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jem, what I've been hearing, is Mason Mount is an 8, and if he's an 8, he's meant to be going from box to box. So he has to have the full package, defending, going forward. That's his role. If he is an 8, but that's what I've been hearing from Chelsea fans.
What about scoring out of the
he
box?
Plays, he's meant to score goals. Is that what we're saying?
Hold on a second. Hold on, G. Let me ask him. Does Mount good defensively? I want to let Liverpool guy.
Absolutely.
No,
I'm not. No. I'm asking.
No, he's
okay,
not.
No, he works very hard for the team.
Hold on a second. Then you take your purple glasses off and go watch Liverpool. Then stop saying shit because Mount is actually. Hey,
no, he's not good defensively. You just say he runs around to press. That's not how you press, bro. Pressing is a lot.
Really? How do you press? How do you press?
You press as a team. You don't press by one player.
What are you talking about,
We're pressing as a team. But what do you expect from one player, though? Shut your freaking mouth.
You're pressured.
No, he's not good defensively. He has no defensive IQ.
Well, keep Henderson as defensive player.
This is the problem with you, Chelsea.
Bro,
who would you have?
You don't even know what pressing is. You don't even know what pressing is.
You
don't even know what pressing is.
I'm not even a Mount fan. But this is a bunch of shit talking. It's nonsense.
Okay. I apologize. He's a player who plays in an attacking position who's good at defending, but not good at attacking. Okay, is that what we agreed on?
But just quickly, before you carry on, Varun Ballas, thank you for the donation, bro. He says, Ram, the same way you do for Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, at least Mount performed throughout UEFA Champions League last year. Why he has high expectations?
I have every right to overhype my players because I'm a Liverpool fan. But
exactly.
Why are you here?
But then, if you ask me properly, I think Curtis Jones and
how lucky were Liverpool the other day, Rams?
But I said Curtis Jones will be a good player.
How did you win that game with a bloody VAR and all that?
Anyway, I don't want to talk about
something that you guys don't.
You were so luckiest team in the
We've gone off topic a bit here, boys.
VAR, their first goal shouldn't have stood because Lamar was offside.
Every time you win, you pay for it. You pay the ref, you pay VAR.
Anyway.
Antoine Griezmann tried to kung fu kick Firmino's head,
bro. You couldn't win a game without VAR.
Come on.
I'll just start muting people in a minute. I will. I will just now.
It's like a pissing contest.
Yeah, listen, let's not talk about that. I want to stay on this game. Obviously, we lost Werner and we lost Lukaku.
Yep.
We played a very strong. We did end up playing a very strong team against the Malmo team, which I knew weren't going to offer much. It looks like we're going to lose them for at least a couple of weeks. Callum Hudson-Odoi and Havertz came on the pitch with Mason Mount. Would they be your preferred three going into the next couple of games, Havertz, Odoi, and Mount, or do you think we just got no choice? We have to just go with that.
We got no choice.
So you would change it if you had a choice?
If you had a choice, yes.
Okay.
But we don't have a choice.
Fair enough.
We don't need a
choices between Ziyech and Cho.
I don't want Ziyech. I don't want Ziyech.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but I mean, were any of you annoyed when obviously Lukaku and Werner got injured as well? Did you?
Yeah, of course.
I wasn't shocked.
Yeah, very bad.
Players.
Yeah.
I was shocked at the lineup. That was what it was for me. I was surprised they both started. I didn't think that was necessary, especially given the fact that Kai needed minutes. He scored international. He hasn't played a lot. He hasn't played. I can't tell you the last time he started. I don't know if anyone remembers, but the fact that he hasn't played a lot, and then Tuchel in the pre-match presser was like Lukaku's fatigued a bit and mentally fatigued. I was almost guaranteeing that he wasn't going to start based on that, and it's frustrating because at the end you think that he's not going to play,
but guys,
he gets injured.
But guys, don't blame Tuchel this problem, because as you see, like the tackle was so heavy for him. Or if without the tackle, you will see the players can play normally.
Do you know why I think?
But the Timo Werner's injury, it's definitely Tuchel.
He obviously went to kill the game early, and he realised that he had 5 substitutions as well, and he probably thought to himself, "Let's just get it done, and then maybe take Lukaku, Werner, whoever else off." But obviously, it was unfortunately a bit too late because. But I mean, Lukaku's injury was because the guy sat on his ankle, right? It wasn't anything else.
Yeah, it was a sprained ankle, Jem.
Exactly. Werner's was because he was played. Like he pulled his hamstring. He shouldn't have been playing. He made that.
I think it was more muscle injury when I saw it yesterday.
Hamstring, it is a muscle injury.
No, hamstring and muscle are different.
Can I just say we don't think Mount is something special, but he's been with Chelsea as a youth. We developed him, so we think he's a special to us. Maybe that's probably why people are so particular of him, because he's coming through as one of our own, maybe as well. That's a fair point.
I don't overrate him. I'm saying this: like when you say he doesn't play well defensively, look at the pressures he puts on the ball and successfully pressures the ball. You can't tell me that he's not defensively.
More to defending than pressure.
Sorry,
can you positional awareness?
Yeah, but it's his off the ball work. Like every manager that he's played for has said, his off the ball work is amazing.
Not all about pressure.
No, you're right. You're smarter than Thomas Tuchel.
Is he an 8? Is he an 8 or is he a 10?
Yes.
He's an 8. He's an 8. So there's more to defending than just pressure.
Yeah, but that's part of his game.
Ask any box-to-box midfielder.
Hold on. Do we play him as an 8?
So he's not an 8. He's not an 8. Okay.
No, you just listen to me for a second. We saying he's number 8, but is he playing number 8 for our team?
But he's not an 8. He's not. I have the same energy for Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is
asking you a question.
No,
for Chelsea, he's an 8, but he's not playing in position 8.
So then he's a 10. Then he's a 10. He's not an 8.
What the?
Anyway, why are we arguing about 10s, 8s, 6s, 4s, 2s, plus
because the guy has not played 8 in like 2 years, and now you lot are saying he's at 8 when he's been playing 10 for the last 2 years. Make that make sense, please.
Can I give you a fact?
It means that the guy plays out of his position.
Yeah, and he's still actually still pretty good.
But apparently he's playing so well in this system that you're playing. So his best position is where he's playing right now.
You've never seen a player play out of position before?
Jem, can I say something?
He was quite average when he was playing as an 8 when he was under Lampard. He was quite average.
But then he won out of player of the season. That makes no sense. But anyway,
I mean,
can I give you that?
Hello. 2 years ago.
Jem, can I say something about Mason Mount?
Scored about 50
goals.
Nick,
what do you want to say about Mason Mount, mate? Go on.
Yeah, look, Mason Mount is a great player. He was our best player last year. Made the most assists. All right, he's not scoring enough right now. But he had a couple of very bad games. He was overused. He was overtired, playing for England and Chelsea every single game. Now, from what I saw from last night, he's getting back slowly to his old self. You can't say Mason Mount is no good.
I never said he wasn't good, bro.
No, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying anyone. Without Chelsea fans don't hype Mason Mount for nothing.
I agree. He's a good player, but there's levels to him and Kai Havertz and Phil Foden and even to an extent Mason Greenwood as well.
Kai Havertz, and same with him. What I saw from yesterday looks like he's coming back to himself.
Yeah, but
it'd be great to see. I hope they play.
It's not that with Kai Havertz. It's about the consistency, and it's not just him, but it's the consistency.
We played Malmo.
I know,
played
you
Malmo.
know he's got the talent, but you want to see
Yeah.
you want to see that game in, game out. He's got to be consistent with the levels of, because
Yeah,
sometimes he just
let's hope we
misses.
see that now after he scored
Jim-
that great goal yesterday.
Jim, I want to say
Let's hope.
something.
Go on, mate.
Yeah, I want to give you facts. Who the people like score the goals mostly? Our defense or midfield or the attack for the starting point in the season. So
Defenders.
yeah, that's crazy. Like
We have a great defense.
yeah, we have a great defense that just score goals. Like imagine our defense will be the score guy attacker. So that will be crazy. Like as you saw, like Christensen last time he scores a goal.
At last, Christensen scores at last. What a bloody player! Oh, unbelievable, man.
Who was your man of the match, guys? Anyway, is there a single man of the match for you?
Of course, I think Christensen for me because I don't. Yeah, because it's
Jorginho for me.
I think Christensen because his first goal in Chelsea. That's why it's given the man of the match.
Rudiger and Jorginho and Christensen. You can't name one player really. There's no one.
I
player.
can. Jorginho had the best game,
Yeah, everyone has
Jorginho
opinion.
by
He scored
mile.
a hat trick.
and I can.
as well.
Yeah, and I can stand. As much as I don't like the guy, he was man of the match.
Yeah, you're right.
I hope Rudiger
was
take the
Jorginho.
penalty. I hope Rudiger take the penalty. It will be madness. I just like to see.
I hope
now
he
he
didn't.
changes his penalties
We
now.
have a designated penalty kicker for a reason.
What do we think about Callum Hudson-Odoi? Do we think he's taking his opportunities
Oh.
now? Do we think he should?
He
go
was-
up?
Talking
Already?
about overrated Chelsea fans, boy.
I think Ziyech will go in.
I
think
think
Ziyech-
Hudson-Odoi should get his chance now.
No.
He proved it last night. He can play. He's,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
he's-
he proved against
he
Malmo?
deserves minutes. He has to play. If he plays 3-4 games in a row, then we can, you know.
Okay, so he played 2 games, 1.5 games in a row.
Yeah, we want it. That's not enough for Redneck. We want to see him
I know
play.
it's not enough, but you're saying like it's we play him because we have no option.
Yeah, so it's time for him to show what he's made of.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
can do
like-
that. You know, there's Ziyech won't
Yeah,
get
I agree. He needs the minutes. We
He
are.
needs to show us what he can do, and you know,
Nah,
we
Joe,
all
regardless,
know
will
what
start
he
on
does.
Saturday. We have no choice.
Yeah, we have no
Yeah,
choice.
Good. So let's hope.
So
he doesn't
Callum
score
and
against
Havertz.
Norwich.
Callum and
I
What
think
I'm,
Havertz.
Callum-
saying, what I'm saying is, so if he doesn't provide, I don't want to hear no more excuses. He's on 200K a week.
What?
Yeah,
No
right.
way.
He's on 180K, isn't he? Is it? I
Yeah,
think-
well,
Yeah, he's not
okay,
scoring.
180.
Yeah.
What? Are we talking
Yeah.
about Hula? Are
Callum
we talking
Hudson-Odoi.
like Callum Hudson-Odoi?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the prick.
Nah,
It kept the club for ransom with the Bayern shit.
Nah, dude, he's not on that money.
He is.
Look
He's
it
on-
up.
he's on-
He is.
I'm gonna look
He
it up
is.
right now.
Yeah.
Look it up.
He got.
That's why we lost that's why we lost Tommy.
Declared
Freaking little prick.
has come with a
18 years old.
donation. Thank you for the donation, Versus Ram. You're killing me. 8s, 10s, etc. are characteristics not locked in rigid positions. Mount is more important to the system. Is what
Okay,
he's
fine.
saying.
Is
Let's
he a
have it
central
right.
midfielder or is he a central attacking midfielder? That's what I mean by 8s and 10s.
He's not a central midfielder, Ram. He can't. I don't.
So
think
then he's not an 8. Okay, cool.
he can't play a 6. No, but wait a sec. You got a.
No,
you got
6
two.
is
You got a 6 and you got an 8. You know that yourself. That's why you're looking like that. You got
No,
when you say central
no.
midfielder, a 6 and an 8 can play as a central midfielder. But it just
Fabinho's a
depends
6.
how you- it
Fabinho's a
depends how you
6
play
because he's
your
a central
system.
defensive midfielder.
Depends how you play your system. It's your system that bases what you are. 6, 8, 10s, whatever. That's what it is. It's your system.
So he's a 10. Okay.
Ram, stop it, man.
What? No, I mean, like, what is your obsession with the numbers, man? Are you?
Because I like numbers.
Oh,
We like
change your name
football.
from-
We like
change your-
football.
yeah.
I like numbers.
I like football.
No wonder
I like
you overrate.
numbers.
What's his name? Trent, because he's the best fullback in the world.
Reece James, of course, he's the first one for me. He can defend. He can do everything. Not
I'm
like a
Kimmich
Trent.
don't play
He's
right
trash.
back.
He is
Yeah.
trash. Trent is trash.
Where's the best fullback in the world when Griezmann passed him like a freaking
Well, he
pedestrian?
didn't. Well, that's cap because he clearly didn't see the game.
Ah,
'Cause that was
yeah,
not his fault.
blame the other players. for
Yeah,
publishing-
because it was their fault.
yeah.
You clearly didn't
James
see the
is-
game.
There's some rose-tinted glasses there, aren't there?
Reece James
Rosie.
the best right back for me. As the
Yeah.
top one.
That's the
Yeah.
stuff for the
Man plays as a wing back as well. I saw
The
Tini
position
on him like a
he
ballerina.
plays is a 8 and a 10. It's part of the system. Yeah, that's what I said. To be honest, it just depends upon the system.
You can't play. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done with this conversation. You can't play two positions at once. So dumb.
Anyway, we saw Kante come back in as well. I thought Kante had a very good game actually yesterday. You got Ruben playing well, you got Kante playing well, Jorginho's in form, Kovacic, you know,
Was too good.
Yeah, they're all sort of knocking on the door. I mean, everyone at the
Did
beginning, it
you
looked like
find
we were
out
playing
how
a
much
3-5
money
good.
is Ochoa's on?
120.
120.
Yeah, it's 120. I thought it was 180 as well. To be fair,
I
but
thought it
it's
was 180.
Yeah, same. Because that was part of the reason why we were he signed the contract on. It might be 180. With
I mean,
tax
that's still big
back,
money. To be
but
honest
yeah.
with you, that's still big money for a 20-year-old or a 19-year-old at the time. That's large.
Can't win aerial duels.
How impressive was N'Golo Kante yesterday? Because I don't know.
Right.
He
I think it was a standard game. I think we can't overhype it.
What, you can't
It was just a
overhype it? Who
standard.
said that, Matty? Is that you?
Yeah, I think you got to look at the opposition. So we weren't under any threat. So you can only judge him on like his role and what he needed to do. Going forward, he was okay. He won a lot of ball possessions, but you're against Malmo. I think you can't overhype the situation. I think he had a good game, but I wouldn't say he blew my mind.
Do you not see why he's very important to this team?
100%. I love Kante. He's my favourite holding midfielder out of the lot of them. But you're asking about this game, aren't you? You're not saying who's the best or who's your favourite. You're saying in this game, what happened? And I think on this game, you can call him average. It's the same as Mendy. I think Mendy's world class. But if you was asking me how he performed, I'd say bang average. He had nothing to do.
He had 0 saves.
Exactly. So you're not going to go give him a 10 rating, are you, for that game when he did nothing?
No,
and I think it's the same for Kante.
I still think Kante linked the play very well. The runs that he was making into spaces, which Mount and Jorginho were finding him in as well.
This is the game that's easiest rating games. You give Kai Havertz and Jorginho 9s, the rest of them are 8. Fact.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Rating is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty true.
Do you think we should now tweak the system now we haven't got Lukaku? Anyone? Obviously, Lukaku and Werner both are strikers.
Yeah, I think we should stick with the system that we know well.
Yeah.
It's going to be false 9 the whole way now.
Regardless, Chilwell plays inside left forward.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can have it as a false 9, then Mount.
Mm-hmm.
Just like yesterday.
Pulisic, it'd be nice to see Pulisic come back at some point now because
I reckon Pulisic will come back next week, probably Newcastle.
He could play that false 9 position as well, right?
Pulisic might come back next week. Werner might come back next week as well. Lukaku possibly after the international break, I reckon.
I don't know. I think he'll be back in Newcastle match. Lukaku, then Timo.
Oh, we don't know the severity in it, so
yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but Tuchel said it's a couple of days on Lukaku. It wasn't a big thing.
He said a couple games.
Is that what he said?
Well,
he said a couple games.
Yeah, somebody. A couple of games.
A couple of days could be 10 days, 12 days, 14 days.
Well, no, a couple of games could be the 5 games going, and then we've got international, and then they comes back for like Leicester, Man United. And
somebody posted it. Those couple.
Maybe. We don't know.
We look at the Champions League table. Obviously, Chelsea were at the bottom here, are on 6 points. Juventus got their lucky win against Zenit with that goal, like 1-0 beating of them as well, sitting there with 3 wins in a row. Who we got next? Juventus, isn't it? It's Juventus.
We got Malmo next.
No, sorry, we got Malmo next.
If we beat Malmo, Juventus beat Zenit, we qualify. That's it.
Yeah, and we can still finish top.
Juventus at home.
We're literally fighting for Juventus.
That'll be the decider.
Top of the table, isn't it? So,
no, I think we got Zenit as our last game. I think Juventus.
Yeah, but still, we still qualify, Jem. Even if we beat Malmo, we still only need 1 point. So technically, we qualify.
Yeah, but do you care about first and second, or do you just want us to go
12-9, 12-9, 6, no, 12-9, 3-0. Yeah, we can't be catch. That's it.
We beat Juventus our next 3 games, and we win the group. It's not all about Juventus. It's all about them.
If we win next 3 games, we won the group.
Yes.
There are only 3 games left.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, because if you win your next game but lose your next 2 games, it'll be going down to head against Zenit, and it'll be if they score more than 2 goals, they'll go through.
Yeah, but
Well, the next tiebreaker is goals
But
scored.
we beat them at
No,
Stamford Bridge.
it's head to head. It's head to head. They don't do goals.
Yeah, it's
scored.
head-to-head
If we
comparison.
beat Malmo next game, you only need 1 point against Juventus. That's it.
But that's if
When
they
we
were
went out in 2013, wasn't it goals scored?
Juventus will beat Zenit regardless next week.
Yeah, but it's times have changed, haven't they? They've gone
They
to head
changed
to head now.
Mm.
They've gone
Yeah.
through the La Liga route.
Yeah, no, you don't.
But we already beat Zenit at home.
Yeah, beat Zenit at home. We lost to Juventus
Yeah.
and we beat Malmo. So yeah,
I think we beat Zenit. We beat Malmo. I think we probably get a draw against Juventus.
No, I think we're
I
gonna
think
actually
we
beat
can give
Juventus.
Juventus a game.
Yeah, we're gonna beat Juventus.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to beat them at home.
but if we beat Juventus, we go top them because if we beat Zenit,
Yeah.
then
We're not gonna make the same mistake.
I hope so. I hope so.
No, but I actually think with the Juventus game, if we would have just woke up and played to the levels that we've seen against, I don't know, like Malmo and that, we actually would have beat them. I don't think they're actually that good. To be honest.
I mean,
Didn't really cause them any
did
problems.
Juventus let you play?
I just think we didn't play. That was the problem.
But did Juventus let you play?
Yes.
Yeah, to a degree.
I don't think we're giving
lose to
Juventus enough credit in that
because
game.
Juventus was better. We lose to Juventus because we were not good. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we lost that game because we weren't on it. But I don't think there was anything apart from that says we were good, clear winners. We were the better team, but I think we're discrediting Juventus there. They were solid, they were organised. Yes, their goal was because we were asleep, but it's not like there was anything in that match that blew me away to say yes, we're going to win this game 2-3-0.
Did we have a chances to score against Juventus and we didn't take a chances?
Lukaku had one, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Did we or did we not?
So
yeah, we did.
So, yes.
But they're going to happen,
Yes,
aren't
we
they?
had the chances, so we should have been.
Chiesa had a chance. What's his name? Bernardeschi had a chance as well. Where
They had chances as well. You can't
They
put it
did,
down
man.
to, we had chances and we missed them, so we'll get them next game. But they won't get their chances. If you looked at the game as a whole, like
If
take
you
away
compare
the beautiful
chances
moments
what
of
they have
Chelsea.
versus what Lukaku hit the ball is, there's like literally Lukaku. That's a chance he should have scored. The other ones, nah.
But again, you could use the same argument that Bernardeschi should have scored because he hit the post. I think it was a one-on-one as well.
He should have done. He should have done.
Yeah, but you know what, Graham? And that goes back to again our lack of concentration, because it was all of them chances they had were our own doing. We were just so lethargic with passing the ball out. Do you know what I mean? It was poor. It happened because we allowed it to happen. That makes sense.
It was more on us than on them.
Yeah, it was more on us than them. But JJ Bridges come out with a donation. Thank you, mate. He says if we finish second, we might get Bayern.
If you get Bayern, you're done.
No, we ain't.
You're done. You're so done.
We'll never know.
Wait.
We'll
If
never
Liverpool got
know.
Bayern,
We'll
would you
never
be
know.
done?
We have good
We
defense.
would be done
We
as
have
well.
good
A lot of
defense.
I still think Bayern are the favourites.
We have a good defense. Don't judge us.
We haven't faced a player like
Yeah, we don't have a best defender in the PL history like Van Dijk, so we are done.
Yeah, man. Of course.
We have Thiago Silva, man. Come on, let's be serious.
Yeah, you got one of the greatest defenders of all time, apparently. Brazil's greatest defender.
Apparently. What do you mean apparently? You don't rate Thiago Silva?
No, apparently he's Brazil's greatest ever defender, which I don't agree with.
Well, who's better than him?
Well, he's still,
Who's
but
better
he's on a fantastic.
Are you mental?
Lucio.
You're gassing. You've got to be.
I'm not gassing. Lucio's better than him.
This guy's on something
You're
else
done, man.
today,
You're
Nah,
done.
Lucio's better
You're
than him.
done.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
You're done.
days.
When
You're
Thiago
guy's
Silva
on
was
some
at
other
AC Milan,
thing,
he
man.
was the best
This is
defender in the
embarrassing.
world, and that was when we had
Lucio wasn't playing
defenders around.
football then. Lucio was retired by then.
No, but forget that. I'm talking about the competition. You're forgetting the competition that was around when Thiago Silva was at AC Milan.
Do you want me to talk about the competition Lucio was facing, bro? Ronaldo, peak.
But Lucio was
Ronaldo.
never the best
Ram.
in the
You're
world. He
gassing.
was never the best in the world, ever. I don't think he was ever best in the world.
You're losing it. You've lost all credibility. Just stop talking. All your credibility is gone.
Was very, very. I beg you, go ask any Brazilian fan.
Are you drunk?
No,
I'll
I
say
have.
Lucio.
I've asked Brazilian fans. I've got a friend
I'll
that's
say
a Brazilian.
Lucio,
I've
bro.
asked him who's their greatest ever defender.
Lucio,
Thiago
Lucio's
Silva.
great,
They
bro.
always say Thiago Silva is the man of Brazil. Always has been.
I want them receipts, bro. I want them
Are we
receipts.
recording this? Are we recording this? I need a piece of
I'm
this, man,
sorry.
for
The
my
disrespect to
Twitter.
Lucio is unreal, bro.
It's not disrespect for Lucio. It's just saying Thiago Silva's better. Like, are you mental?
Bro, has Thiago Silva won a Champions? Oh wait,
yes, he has.
Yeah.
He has.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Fucking way,
What is this guy?
man.
Has he won 2
Wow.
Champions Leagues? No, he hasn't.
Does it matter if we won or two?
Oh.
Somebody get the spade off this kid. He's digging a deep hole here.
Lucia's better.
Yo, Ram, stop trolling, man.
I'm not trolling. Lucio was better.
You do this all the time. Stop it.
I'm not doing it. I'm being serious.
Stop it.
He
man.
goes on the. You know, he's not going on the Liverpool channels because he's gonna get destroyed on public.
Greatest ever defender because Cafu is better than him as a defender. I mean,
You didn't even. Stop it, man. Come on.
Brazil's centre back is Lucio.
Fellas, I gotta go. It's a good chat.
Couch.
Rams, I don't know what the hell you're
Couch,
talking
just
about, man.
message me,
Run your
yeah?
football,
About
man.
later.
You're embarrassing yourself, bro.
Well, can we stop with the Lucio disrespect, please?
It's you
No,
disrespect.
we don't
that's
have a
happening. It's
Lucio
you.
disrespect. We have you as disrespect, man.
Yeah, you disrespect.
Oh, my
Never the best in the world.
I agree. Thiago Silva is a great defender, but Lucio was better.
No,
I bet in
Thiago
your opinion,
Silva is
Roberto was their best winger as well.
I say great. He was well.
Hey, Roberto was a baller, but he's not the best. I mean, Ronaldinho as a winger was, that. But Roberto was a baller.
Ram, I don't know what you've been drinking today, mate, or smoking.
I don't know.
What is wrong with that opinion, saying that Lucio is better than Thiago Silva?
I've never heard anyone say Lucio was the best defender in the world ever. I've never heard
Because
that.
you're
I've
playing
been around longer than you, mate.
At the same time,
I was watching
you
Lucio
were playing
when
with
you
the likes
weren't
of
watching him.
Carlos Puyol, Paolo Maldini, and them man there, and Nesta.
Yeah, what's your point?
Yeah,
great stats. Well done.
He just named the greatest defenders. I agree. You just named the greatest defenders. Yes.
Yeah,
Listen,
but
guys.
that doesn't. Thiago Silva is not Brazil's greatest ever centre back.
Guys,
Yeah, but
okay.
we got nearly 100.
But you name Spanish defenders. You name Italian defenders. Why you put in Thiago Silva in it?
Perry as well.
Guys, just quickly, 1 second. Let's smash that like button. There's 100 of you here, and we've only got 56 likes. That's not good enough, man. Come on, smash the
It's
like
because
button.
of the Lucio comments. Nobody's liking that.
It's not because of Lucio. It's because of other reasons. But I still stand by it. Lucio was
It's not
better.
because of Lucio, it's because of Rams.
It's
Silly
not because
comments.
of me.
Yes.
And I am being dead serious. Lucio was a better defender.
You're talking rubbish, man. Come on.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about Lucio. I want to talk about Chelsea, and I want to talk
Thiago
about.
Silva
Wait,
is the
did
best
you
in the
know that
world.
he could have gone to Chelsea?
Yeah, and a lot of people could have gone to Chelsea.
Thiago Silva was supposed
your
to go to
greatest ever
Chelsea after AC
captain.
Milan.
1 second,
Yeah,
Redneck.
he was.
Even
Lucio
your
was
even
coming
your
to Chelsea
greatest
to be backup. You know.
1 second. Even your greatest ever captain nearly came to Chelsea because of Mr. Mourinho. Remember that one, yeah, as well. Nearly.
Yeah, Mourinho tried to sign him 3 times.
Ram, what would you do if he was a Chelsea player? Would he still be your greatest ever player? Would he still
Yes,
be your
because
greatest
Lampard needed a cover, man. He needed backup. He needed a cover.
3
Off the
times.
Do you still wake up at night and like fear Demba Ba's name? Is that what you got sweat on?
No, I'm too busy. Oh, yeah, I bet in
Yes, Gerard,
2005 you saw Luis
He's
Garcia's
sad
name,
as
bro.
fuck, you know.
Go Skull.
He
Go
gave it
Skull.
to them, but
Go Skull, bro.
Gerard.
At least he single-handedly got us to the Champions League, bro. I don't think.
Anyway,
Lampard
I don't
did that.
care about Liverpool. Chelsea's next couple of games coming up. Norwich, obviously, on the weekend, which I'm actually going
When?
to. I'll be at that game. We've got Southampton on the Tuesday, and then we've got Newcastle on the Saturday as well. Then
When?
Malmo, and then Burnley. So I'm going up to there because then you've got an international break from the 6th to the 20th. So out of the games that we've got coming up, guys, obviously no Werner, no Lukaku. Are we confident to get maximum points out of these games? Is there any games that you're a little bit like, this could be a bit of an issue?
No, we smash them all. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Fair enough. Confident. What about you, Dan? How are you feeling
These
about
guys,
obviously
man.
yesterday's performance
Listen.
and about the games ahead without no Werner and Lukaku?
Oh, it was so much better. Yesterday was really good. I've always wanted to see Aspie inverted. I mean, I mentioned this prior on here, but I was expecting, if you have like 2 8s, the 8 pushes up. I didn't expect Aspi to be that high forward, basically
Yeah.
playing as the number 10. But it just showed me different ways he's trying to create space, different ways he's trying to just draw teams out, even if he's playing the same back three or back five. But the game was really good. I thought the front three were connecting well before they got injured. We saw like 2 clear-cut chances from them. I still think Werner's shot wasn't offside. If he had scored that, they would have checked it, and it would
Yeah.
have definitely counted. But so that movement in there, because that was Lukaku out wide. They're actually making runs, different runs. It's not just Lukaku central and Werner just road running everywhere. Before he was injured, I thought he was really good.
Who's that?
That's apart from that miss, but
Did you
Werner.
just say Werner? Was very good.
Yeah, Werner. I thought he was
Fucking
good. I
hell.
think see
Shit.
what I expect is you link up with your teammates, you connect with your teammates. Don't just road run and make your own runs without caring what's going on. And that's what he was doing. He was
He had
dropping
a
in
good
deep.
game.
I never see Werner dropping deep. So that was really
He
good to
actually
see.
linked up the play quite well, and his movement was good, wasn't it?
He
to be
did.
fair, fast in that, yeah.
He
He was
did.
creating a lot of space as
Um,
well. Like some of his runs was creating space for
Yeah,
other people.
we criticised him about his touch and that. He was taking some really good touches yesterday. I was like, go on, Ferdo, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? But anyway, go on, Dan. Continue.
But yeah, once you touch, he gets rid of the ball. You got to know your know your strengths. But yeah, he was good, and Lukaku was good as well. And when they both got injured, I was like, damn, like once we finally get chemistry with like one of the front three. But then Havertz and Cho come in and they play really well. Havertz first he was scaring me because he was missing some chances. But then his link up play became really really good, and then he scored that really good goal. So yeah, I like this game. I like Mount's game. I thought he was linking everything. Just in the first half, he had 5 low crosses, which we never see off that right side. Some of them were off. But some were really really on point. So yeah, I thought he had a good game overall. Our press was finally back. We know the reason why. We've had the worst press over the last like 5
Yeah, but
freaking weeks.
apparently Mason Mount's not useful, mate, to some people. He's not as good as people.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
They're gonna feel how they feel. But
Yeah.
our press was back, our organization in terms of that was back. We were winning the ball back in their like front half. Obviously it's not just Mount. When you have Conte in there, you have that extra pressure, and he was great as well. I think everybody was great. No one had a bad game for me,
Yeah,
and it was
I
just a
agree.
really solid win. So
Let's not forget the
with
just
the
Malmo.
injuries, it's just Malmo, yeah. But with these injuries, I'm hoping because these young players were used to playing with a false nine. Well, not really a false nine, but playing with Havertz as a 9, and interchanging and that movement and everything else. They should have it a little bit easier to maybe gain their form. This might be a blessing in disguise, meaning they can gain their form before Lukaku comes back. Because they've all been off form. So yeah, hopefully Havertz gets his form back. Mount as well. He continues as he's playing, and yeah, I think it was a really good game.
What about Callum Hudson-Odoi, Daniel? Do you think
No. Let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
So what if we gain all this confidence like we played last season with the false 9, and Roman Lukaku come back and we're going back to this thing? Do you think it's gonna be on who?
Definitely on Lukaku, bro.
Wait. Say that one more time.
Like, how we played with the false 9 with Kai last season and stuff, and how we interact with. Basically, I'm saying, like, what if you're saying, like, we getting the confidence back and we're playing better as with the false 9, and Lukaku comes back in, and we're going back to the problem nobody creates for Lukaku, and nobody does that with Lukaku. Will you then change your mind about the whole system, Lukaku?
No, okay. I can't change my mind because I haven't even seen. So my understanding is Tuchel doesn't really like using center forwards, but we have a center forward. If he can rely on, if he thinks Havertz can get us 30 goals this season overall, 20 in the league and blah blah blah, sure, then you can just play the false 9 moving forward. Otherwise, he needs to figure out a system that gets Lukaku scoring goals. And what I've always said is, I like what's best for us is having that movement up front and that press.
Don't you think it's on
So I
Lukaku
would
too
have
not to move to the wing sometimes, like he did yesterday? Do you think Tuchel purposely telling Lukaku,
but what he
don't
did was,
move to the right side, don't move to the left side, just stay all in the center mid, in the center forward?
I think things are just a little more crowded when he's up there with the rest of them there. But what he did was he kind of took Mount out of the picture, so Lukaku and Werner could have a little more space, right, and moved him out wide, and Aspie was a little lower. So that's what helped. That's why you could see him move out wide, move out right, move out left. Because he moved
I
out right
don't
for the
think Aspie
cross
was
to
in the
Werner.
middle before what's his name got injured. I think
No, he was.
Aspie started to
I
move
tweeted that.
in the middle after injuries.
Nah,
I
Redneck.
don't
I
think he
tweeted that
moved.
like the first 7 minutes.
Really?
I
I
was like,
didn't
"Do you
see
guys
it.
notice?
I
Do
didn't
you
see
guys
it.
notice where Aspie's
I
position
noticed.
is?"
I noticed later when the Mason Mount became fullback for a couple of times. I was like, "What the fuck is going on there?" But
When they're
Am I the
attacking,
only one?
Go
No,
on.
go on, mate. Go on.
Aspie was dropping a little central, so Lukaku can have a little more space on the right, and Mount just crossing the ball in. And if his crossing was just a little bit sharper, he would have found one of Werner Lukaku, in the box, right?
Mountain's crosses are actually good. They're proper for center forward. I think
Can
it
I?
was actually more on Kai than Mount. I
No,
think
I'm saying
that's the Kai needs to improve that if he wants to be in that 9 position.
Can I chime in here? Am I the only one that actually? I think we'll be fine for these next run of games, and I think Kai, Mount, I think they'll all do fine in that false 9 position. You know, we did it for a season, so it's not the end of the world. We've played without a striker before, but
Yeah.
I actually think Lukaku's injury is a big miss because I think the whole purpose was with this Malmo game and with these run of fixtures was to have Lukaku up top and people get used to the style of play, learn that formation, learn the patterns of play to work with a striker. I think we'll be fine reverting back, but if anything, I think in the long term, this puts us further back than further forward.
Yes, that's exactly the point. He was actually the reason he was playing yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
That's the reason
100%.
why he was starting it.
I think
it's not all doom and gloom. It could work in our favor, just having him sit down and watch our style of play without him in it for a couple of games, and maybe see things that he can do so he can fit in better, or things that he can talk to Tuchel about. That he can fit in better. What I'm saying is, we know our young.
Just on that point there, I think that's the issue though. I don't think it's Lukaku can see our style of play and we adapt to it. I think the whole purpose was we got Lukaku in. He wanted a striker so we could change our style of play. Like it's not about Lukaku fitting in with the team. It's about Lukaku being in the team and our style of play
I'm saying
changing and evolving.
I think our shape in our system is eventually going to change, and I think it's going to be a 4-2-3-1 because I think we need that press in there. We need that movement up there. You know what I mean? Like having the 2 attackers with a stagnant forward isn't going to help, but you also need the forward to score goals because the rest of them aren't clinical. He's the most clinical. So it's about. I've always said it's about giving something up to getting something. So we need to give up one of the center backs and just have Lukaku up there with the same front 3 system. And I know that sounds like, okay, we're pushing back to 2014, but I think that's what works for him, for like an actual center forward.
I think it's not a center back. Not center back should be. I think it's more 2 number 6s should make a room.
Yeah, but we know. My thing is, we know our midfield is our biggest. Like we can't play alone DM. I just think that's. I think that would be a little crazy.
Can you just play a lone DM and just play 2 8s in front of him and just have someone like Mason Mount that can just sort of do both jobs and go back and forwards? And then
or Robin Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah. Then you
or Robin.
And then you have that extra attacker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It depends on the game. It depends who you're playing against. That's the whole situation.
I think it's multiple options, isn't it? It's not about we play 4-2-3-1. It's not about having 2 up top. It's not about having 1 pivot. It's about having all these different options depending on the opposition. And I think we know we've got this false 9 option and we do fine with it. I don't think we'll have any issues moving forward. I think we'll win all these games. Don't think it's a bad formation or a bad setup. But I think what the point is having these other options for other
People-
games.
Yeah, I agree.
People forget that Tuchel likes the most thing he likes is the people, the players that can contribute in other areas. He doesn't like one-dimensional players. He likes when the player can contribute. That's why Cho was on the as a fullback, because we don't have a greatest fullback of all time on our team like Trent Alexander and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? He likes a little bit more inverted.
But if we're doing,
players.
if he's moving forward with this like kind of inverted wing back thing, I think that's more reason why he
That
should
was
probably.
that was a diss at Ram. Oh, he's not here no more.
Yeah, no, he was there. He's coming.
No, because you're hyperbolizing everything. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No, I was just trying to explain to the.
We have Mr. Blue Ice in the house as well. Man,
Sir.
Blue Ice, are you coming with smoke or are you coming relaxed and happy like everyone else?
I'm relaxed. I'm happy. It was a fantastic result, but a shitty game. And I will take that any day. Mason Mount, I'm going to have to oppose the previous speaker. Mason Mount, I thought was shit, but he.
What? No
yeah,
way.
but let me land, bro.
Go on.
When I'm his biggest fanboy, if you check me anywhere, you'll know. But what he did best was he was everywhere at the same time. So he created that 3 to beat 1 scenario. And maybe that's the only thing he did right. So he punched in at 8 and he punched out at 5. But in terms of what I expect from Mason Mount, turning in half spaces, making very, very deadly passes in crucial areas, 0, if not -0. And it concerns me. It concerns me. I find
crosses into the box the first half.
Nah, man, you're right, but they're few and far between. It's not one
5.
And that's just me. I'm being overcritical because I look at Mason Mount's progression as university. Last year was first year. Now it's second year. I want to see him marinate. I want to see him do different things. I want to see him score big goals.
You want to see him progress and
Yes,
but you
and
can't.
I'm not.
Here's the thing: you can expect him to score or assist in every game. What you're
No,
gonna get is what we had last year, whereas he's shooting every chance he gets because he's
No.
trying so
But there's
hard
a way to do it. No. What I'm saying, you're right. But there's a way to do it, I think. And I'm no pro. I'm just talking about my experience as being a fan. I think Mason Mount now has to learn how to appear and disappear.
I think I get what Blue Ice is saying. I mean, if you look at Foden in a game, every single game he plays, there's one thing he does, one moment, whether it be a pass, a shot, or something. There's one thing that's memorable. And I love Mason, and I think last season he had that. But I think this season he needs to be stepping up.
He does need to step up.
Let me ask you, Blue Eyes. Let me ask you something.
Sure.
So do you agree that? Did you agree that he dropped form this season, Mount?
Well, because that's a very good question.
That's a yes or no answer.
Yes, so far.
Okay,
yes.
So did you see progression in yesterday's game based on what he played before?
No.
This season?
No.
Okay, that's the difference because yesterday I saw the progression from the previous games that he played poorly.
Exactly, but you know what? He played.
Do you agree or you don't that there was yesterday there was a progression from the first games of this season?
No. But let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell you what's helping you.
I saw that.
Let me tell you what's helping a lot of fans optically with Mason Mount. He played 90 minutes. That's one thing. So because he played 90 minutes, there's a comfort level in the way we enjoyed his game. If you had subbed Mason Mount at 60 minutes, you will see what people are saying. So people think he earned his currency by playing 90 minutes, and it masked over. It's paper cracks over a shitty performance. But that's by the way.
I was saying shitty. That's
it was terrible, man. Listen, guys.
Shit is too far. Okay, it was an okay performance.
I'm a crazy fan.
1 second, Blue Eyes. Let me ask you
Sure, go ahead. Sorry. Yes, please.
When you look at the performances, the level of performances from Mason Mount prior to this game,
yes,
would you not say that the game that he played yesterday was better? Or do you think it was the same at that level?
Jem, it's a fantastic. I think that's the same question 1908 asked me. And to be honest with you, if we use yesterday's game as a yardstick to say Mason is moving in the right direction, then he should be benched.
No, but it's finding form again, isn't it? That's what
I'm
we're
so,
trying to do.
I'm so lost. How did the team play yesterday? How was our press?
Very good. Very good.
I'll tell you who my man of the match.
How was our press the previous games?
I'll tell you who my man of the match was. Let me finish about this game.
What the
though. I
hell?
know you had asked me about this game first, Jem. I'll tell you all in all, I said it was a shitty performance, but great result. And the only person I found now was cooking in yesterday's game, believe it or not, is Jorginho Frello. Jorginho Frello is still cooking. He's still sharp.
What about Rudiger?
Yeah, Rudiger is by default. He's always checked in at 8. Odoi was different. I'll give Odoi a 60% performance. And the reason I say that is because I want Odoi to take that shirt back. Or, well, not take it back, but to try and compete for that shirt.
Yeah.
Your Gem.
Yes, Bram.
No, I'll go. Blue has finished before.
No. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. So you go. You finish off.
He wants to start the shit and disappear.
No. All in all.
Ram wants to do that. Ram wants to.
Oh, wait. Let
me go.
Finish, and I'll tell you what I want to ask.
Let me just really quick. So all in all, shitty performance, great result. For Saturday's coming game, I will bench Jorginho.
Are we talking about a different game, or are we talking about Malmo?
Shitty performance, great game. Come Saturday against Norwich, I say we bench Mount, bench Jorginho. Like, it's time for. You know why I say this?
Blue, have you been smoking the same thing Ram has? Are you going to say Lucio's the best defender as well?
No. I smoke after work.
Nah.
No. Hold on.
Blue Eyes has standards, bruv. Let him live. He has standards.
Hold on. Let me land. I'll smoke after work. Don't worry. I'll let you know when I smoke after work.
I just think saying he's shitty. I just think saying he's shitty is pretty harsh. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
he's amazing. He is shitty, man.
That's what I'm saying. Unless he gets an assist or he gets a goal, he doesn't have a good game.
Chelsea. I remember last season. You remember last season? First thing last season, Mason Mount from nowhere, he pulls a drive-by on Leicester, and he pickpockets in Didi.
I get what you're saying.
Well, can he have a good game without scoring?
You understand? No. I'm saying that kind of no. It's not about the goal. Hold on. It's not about the goal he scored in that game. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what's up with you? It looks like you're on something really bad. You sound like someone on.
What are you talking about? What are you smoking? Where you are? It sounds like you're smoking dust.
No, don't smoke myself.
Oh no. You should. It helps.
How can you say it was a shit game? We were shit yesterday, yeah.
Sorry,
we were shit yesterday.
We got a great result and we were shit. Yes, that's a chance.
How can we be shit, man?
That's a chance.
You know why?
You know why?
The good game. We're playing a rubbish team, but we weren't shit.
Yeah, we were shit.
I'm sorry. This is just
that game was supposed to be 7-0.
Can I just say, as Chelsea fans, I love Chelsea, man, but as Chelsea fans, we are always too extreme. We're either shite or we're amazing. We're either hyping Mount up to this kingdom come or he's absolute trash. Can we just accept that yesterday a load of players were bang average in a good performance? Why have they got to be shit or brilliant? Why can't they just have a good game?
Because I'm a Mason Mount fan, and I've seen what that guy can bring to the table. And last night he was shit.
Ram, what is he going to say?
Deal with it, man.
I got two things. Yeah, stop having a go at Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes has high standards. If you want to be a top team, you have to have high standards. Yeah.
Thanks, Ram.
Blue Eyes is a troll.
Thanks, Ram.
Wait.
Rams.
Jem.
Can you take Blue Eyes with you to Liverpool, please?
Jem, I didn't put you off the screen. I didn't ask you a question.
Go on then.
No,
you were offline, so
put
you're
yourself
back
on full screen.
Oh no.
This is a new topic, yeah? Is Antonio Rudiger world class?
Right now, his performances right now, yes.
No. Just is he world
I know
class?
why he's doing this.
Not on form.
Listen, no more world class asking from you, man. You're super contradictory. On one hand, you say, "Oh, this player isn't world class," but
he's doing it to throw back in my
if
face.
Van Dijk is world class, then Rudiger is world class.
No, but Rams, what's your perspective on
if Van Dijk is world class, Rudiger is world class.
Is Rudiger world class at the moment? Yes, he's playing very well.
Kev, can I ask you a question?
In this wait a sec. In this system that we play currently, there's not anyone better at playing it than Rudiger. If we put him in a 4, no. So I would probably say he's
not world class.
He's probably
Because he's world class.
Probably not. Well, no, he's world class in this system. I don't know about as if we were to oppose switch the system. So no, he's not world class. Is the answer to that?
Let me. Is Van Dijk world class?
Of course he is, man. Of course.
Fuck off, then.
Yeah. Fuck off. You're talking about the bird. You're talking about the bird.
You're fucking waffle, man.
The bird. Dutch captain, yeah. Put some respect on his name. The bird.
Yeah, I am. Treat him like a freaking moron.
And one thing for sure, at least my defender, yeah, didn't get nutmegged by a guy called Yanis Hadji, yeah.
Of course I do.
Ram, can I ask you a question?
I'm speaking facts, yeah. Yanis Hadji made him score a beautiful
cricket, man. All I can say
this ain't the Hadji of old, bro. That's his son, and he's not at that level.
That's probably fair. Wait, that's probably fair what Rebecca's saying there. If Rudiger keeps up the performances for the next 12 months in a different formation, because then we can call him more. I agree. I probably agree
it's basically down to him being.
He doesn't need a different formation. What does he need a different formation for?
Well, I'll give you an example. Wait a sec. I'll give you an example.
Chiellini played in the back 3 for 15 years. Leave him alone, man.
He's
playing well.
For Italy, bro.
In the back 3. He played in the back 3.
You know what, Daniel? You can't do that. You can't do that.
He played in the back 3 as well.
Just a big tech Hazard is what Johnny's saying in the chat.
And Barzagli.
Give me up the stats of Hazard scoring goals in the knockout stage of the Champions League.
Yeah, but that's all you use because that's all Salah does, score goals. He doesn't do anything else.
You have to talk about
Let's talk about all of these things.
Why are we talking about this waffle debate?
I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
It's Rams, isn't it?
It's Rams, yeah. He throws shit.
Rams always does this.
He's like a class ref. He's like a class ref
about
all the
Chelsea
time.
and Mason Mount. All of a sudden, he starts asking me about Rudiger.
Rudiger
goes on to Van Dijk.
Yeah. How can you talk about Rudiger, Jim? How come you said he's not world class?
Blue Eyes has standards. That's all I'm going to say.
Thanks, Rams. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
The reason I don't say he's world class is why I say Christensen isn't world class. Why I say many of the players that we have are not world. I actually only think we have 1, 2, maybe 3 world class players in that team.
Who?
I mean, the closest player. I mean, Christensen is the closest of becoming world class.
At the moment, who's the best defender in
Christensen.
Europe
At the moment, in this system, in this position, Rudiger, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At this moment.
It's better than Van Dijk. Is he not?
Oh, wait, what?
At
this
moment?
No, I mean,
at this moment in this system, in the way he plays it, he's the best at playing it in this system. So
at the moment, he's the best defender in the world.
Yes. Semantics.
For me, we only have one world-class player, and
not some.
For me, the only one player world-class club.
Is a different story.
I'm talking about Ram.
What are you doing? Just world-class shit. Who cares?
Anyway, well, yeah, exactly. This is the thing with that about world class. Your world class is different to mine. We're all going to have our own preferences of world class.
That's true. That's true.
So that's something we've just.
Like I told Rams, stick to cricket. Stick to cricket, man.
I am great all sports.
Blue Eyes.
Yes.
I want to throw you back into the limelight because you still don't think Mason Mount performed very well. Do you not think that the overall team performed very well then? Do you not think it was a great?
No, you know what? You remember what I said, Jem? I said great result but shitty performance. So that's a champion's performance yesterday.
Shitty performance, but great.
Yeah,
result.
It was just ugly. It was ugly all over the place, and it's against Malmo. It's not that I demean.
We played well.
I don't think we played well, man. I think after the 2 injuries, then I started to see symptoms of what I saw last season. Like we were flowing better. Hudson-Odoi actually was a lot more enterprising. He was all over the place as opposed to what he normally does, running into the ground. But for me, I just thought I'm surprised Jorginho was actually very, very alert yesterday, but it was against Malmo.
Ice, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please, please.
Genuine, please, right? So,
yes,
you said that yesterday was I think I'm quoting you, shitty performance, good result.
Great result. Great result.
Great result,
yes.
Shitty performance. My question would be right, if you look at the players that played that game, that we started, if you was to judge their performances on previous games this season, my argument, maybe this agrees with you, maybe it doesn't, but my argument would be is Mount has been worse. I think Havertz has been worse. I think Cho, when he's had his opportunities, hasn't really shone. He's been average at best. I think if you look at the performance yesterday, do I think it was a top-notch performance? No means. Do I think it's Champions of Europe performance? No. But if you look at form and then look at that game, surely you can't argue that that game was better than previous games this season. So surely that's an improvement.
Yes,
it's getting back to that standard.
CFC Matic, you're absolutely right, but I cannot. Maybe it's the kind of fan that I am, and please don't judge me. I cannot use yesterday's.
We are, believe me, we are.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, exactly. I cannot, because I know what our guys can bring to the table. I cannot use yesterday's performance as a yardstick for previous games. That's terrible. It's almost
here's the thing. Nobody was saying that we are so great yesterday. We are happy to see improvement on the previous form.
You know the problem?
What we're saying.
1908. You know what the problem is? 1908. The problem is.
It's five, by the way. But...
Oh yeah, 1905. 1905. The problem is I always like to bring in Ole. When Ole people are going to start saying Manchester is great because they had a great performance yesterday, correct?
No, I don't know. You start waffle when you.
No. I'm just asking a question. Do you think Manchester United has improved because of what they did yesterday?
No. They shouldn't have continued down in the first place.
Exactly. But do you think they did better?
I had respect for you until you start to put Ole in this conversation.
1905. Hold on.
I know you just bringing the shit on yourself now. By bringing.
I got to do that.
Trolling, man. He's trolling.
Hold on.
You said you weren't coming with the smoke.
Let me land.
No. Let him land.
Let me land, guys, really quickly. Listen, self-defecation is a process of communication too. So let me land.
That's a good one.
So all I'm saying is this: do you think Man U performed better than their past two games?
I can answer you that.
Yes, please.
I didn't watch it, so I don't give a fuck.
They did.
I watched Chelsea.
Let me help you guys.
I mean, they kind of did, but they were shit.
Exactly.
Like if they did
Thank you. They were shit. That's what I'm saying. So we cannot use a performance against Malmo, which I thought was good. Remember, Jem, I told you it was going to be 6-0. I thought that game was supposed to be 6 minimum. We're supposed to batter them with goals.
Four blew us.
We got 4.
I get your point. I think I get your point. Like, if you want to use a measurement, you want to look at our Champions League final performance. You want to look at, potentially really. Some of last.
No, I don't have to go that far. That's an extreme because by the time we picked up that form, that was December, January. I know. I'm not even talking about. I'm just trying to look for a traditional, consistent Chelsea performance, and we don't have that yet. Because why? Tuchel is still slicing and dicing and trying to figure out what the fabric is going to look like. True or false?
No, but Tuchel always changes.
Leslie.
You never land, even though you say let me land. You never land.
No, it's because of how I care for this team. Yeah, I think you guys are carrying these players with kid gloves. It's not fair. It's not nice.
It's not. But no, look. Listen, Blue Eyes. I'm up for criticizing.
I'd rather be the sore thumb, man. I'm telling you, like Werner was another one that had a terrible performance.
Wait.
Whoa! You don't want Daniel to hear that. You just
terrible performance.
No.
Listen, I'm up for criticizing our players always, especially when we're not playing very well. I thought yesterday we played well. I don't. You could criticize certain individuals for their performance levels, obviously not being at par. But what you've got to bear in mind with as well is that a lot of players that came in, especially when Werner and Lukaku came off, haven't been in form. So. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think that we need to see these type of performances moving forward, if you want my honest opinion, if we're going to be successful. And we're going to have to play like we did last season. It's going to be reverting back to that element, and it's going to need Mason Mount. It's going to need Kai Havertz. It's going to need Callum Hudson-Odoi, whoever comes on, to step up. And if we're winning games like we were yesterday, for the next 5 games, playing the way that we did yesterday, I will still be very happy. I wouldn't be moaning about our performance.
Let me try to land something real quick for Blue Eyes. So you can look at the games like you do, or you can look at it like, for example, I did. If you watch the specific moment when Cho passed it to Kai and Kai finished it for the goal, you can watch it. You can look at for guys good assist and even better finish, or you can look like a blue eyes and say, oh, he overpassed it, so Kai had to make that kind of finish. You see what I'm saying?
No,
If
you're speaking. That's not what I said, though. But I hear you.
But that's how you. Looking at the game.
That's not how I'm looking at the game. I'm not looking at the mechanics.
You're looking at the game overcritically and specific.
Yeah.
Maybe overcritically, but maybe because he expects. I think what it is with Blue Eyes, I think he expects more from certain individuals like Mason.
We all do. We all do. We're not expecting it with the lens. Shut up, cricket man.
Can I ask you?
Hey, you need to have these high standards, bro. Otherwise, you're just gonna be like an
yes, Ram. Tell them, Ram. You're not walking alone. Trust me, you're not gonna walk alone.
No one, no. I guarantee.
I'm just banter you, man.
I guarantee you. No one in this panel wants to be at Arsenal. Do they?
No.
You have to have these high standards.
We don't want to be Liverpool.
No,
I don't want to be a history teacher.
I think we're all getting a bit lost. Like we're top of the league.
Yeah,
we're going to qualify.
Exactly.
We're going to qualify.
We be less than Liverpool.
We
don't want to be Liverpool. We're not Arsenal. We're not Tottenham. We are Chelsea.
We are Chelsea, champions
Simply
of
the
Europe.
best,
We know
yes.
what we are.
Absolutely.
Landed some minerals, son. Go on, son.
But
No,
I
it's
am
the
going
truth.
to the Norwich game of the weekend, so we'll try and get in a Norwich match preview tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to fit in the Prem show as well.
Yes.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
so
his usual.
Huh?
You're coming with that bird, yeah?
Yes, I am coming with that bird.
Hey, what do you guys think about Billy Gilmore, man? That guy, man. I'm
Billy
starting to feel
Gilmore,
for him.
Billy Esta, bro. He's the hybrid.
Billy Gilmore.
For me, he's better than Jorginho.
Billy Esther nonsense bull crap that you.
Billy Gilmore.
Don't trigger Johnny.
Rav, all I'm going to say is Billy Gilmore's better than Joe Perlo.
No, this is getting annoying because I think Gilmore's a good little player.
Why is it getting annoying? Why are you always hitting on all our players, man?
No, it's because
don't worry about your youngsters, man. Little ponytail center back. Worry about your ponytail. What's his name? Phillips?
All I'm going to say,
hang on.
there's something called a mute button.
I think he's a very good, talented little player. I've seen him for Scotland and I've seen him a bit for Chelsea, yeah. But why Iniesta though? Stop doing this Iniesta nonsense, bro.
Because we can, and it's catchy and it's funny.
The reason we do it is because it pisses off you rivals as well. That's why we do it.
Can I just check in as well? When you lot had Joe Allen, weren't you lot calling him Joe Perlo?
Brendan Rodgers, bro. That was Brendan Rodgers. It was actually Travis.
Okay, yeah, no, the fans think on that.
The Welsh Chevy.
I am going to finish off in a bit, but Bobby's coming as well. Let's let Bobby have his say. Bobby, how you doing, mate?
Oh, hello, gentlemen. Good afternoon. Sorry I'm late. I just, whenever I see you streaming, I try and either listen or if I can, I'll hop in. I'm working at the moment. They think I'm absolutely out of my mind with my Chelsea talks, but there you go. I can't help it. That's who I am. Sorry, lads, but I love talking to you all. You know, is Johnny there?
Johnny's not here, no.
He bottled it.
Johnny's in the chat. Johnny's in the chat, Bobby.
Oh, is
Johnny,
he?
you bottled it, bro.
That's just,
bottled it.
That's another. I love that guy with his minerals. That's so good. Hey, listen, I just wanted to say, you know, yesterday's win, gosh, that was a costly win. It's a costly win, you know, losing both Lukaku and Werner is really going to test our squad. But that explains the need for a squad and the need to use the squad. So I hope, you know, as a fan base, we start to understand a little bit when some of our so-called favourite players have to sit on the bench a bit. You know, it's a squad game now. And, you know, we're top cream. We're there to win it, not to just take part. And if you're there to win it, you've got to have the squad the squad to use. It's good. I don't know. Does anyone know how long they're going to be out for? or because
Well, we don't know yet, but at least a minimum of 2 weeks, which means, like I said, we're quite lucky with the run of games we've got, really, Bobby, when you look at what we have. So, I mean, who knows? But we've got a good enough squad to work around it, haven't we?
we have, if we use them properly. If it's 2 weeks, guys, then I would rather they make it 3 and they come back after these flipping internationals.
Yeah,
Please excuse my French, but that's part of the problem. It really is.
Yeah.
And another thing that was really glaring yesterday was we've got to stop doing this. We've got to stop getting players like Conor Gallagher, youth players that will give blood and thunder for this club, sending them out on loan and bringing in and wasting money on people like Saul Niguez. Having Conor Gallagher in that squad would be far better than having Niguez.
Yes, Bobby. Yes,
it's a
Bobby.
lesson.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's a lesson.
No.
Disagree.
He needs to get game time. Shut up, cricket man. He needs game time. He needs the game time. He will be rotting on the bench at Chelsea.
Who? Conor Gallagher. He will get game time. That's the thing.
That's the problem. Will he get more games at Crystal Palace?
Let's be honest. At Crystal Palace, he's their shining light at the moment. He's probably carrying them up the league higher than they should be from his performances. He would not be getting the chance or game time.
And he takes the points off our team. And he takes the points off our team's for us.
If he goes Palace and he continues this form at the end of the season, has a great and he can, his performance levels stay consistent. Then
Mason Mount is going to go on loan next season because Gallagher is going to take his spot.
But then you could bring him back, and obviously Sounding is only on loan.
Redneck, watch it, man. Come on.
I am watching it. Watch Gallagher take his spot.
Sucked.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, Connor needs.
You want to make a bet on that as well?
The bits is clear
on what?
Gallagher would never take Mount's spot. Are you crazy?
If he plays like he plays,
he crazy?
has all the rights to do it.
Is Conor Gallagher a better player than Mason Mount? Is that what we're saying now?
Not even close.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you imagine?
Not even close.
Can you imagine? This is what Mason Mount has done to himself this season.
23 and be a complete player. Just let him develop.
I agree. I say potentially Gallagher can be a better player than Mount.
In my opinion,
Sal's a bum.
Yeah, I agree. I think Sal's a bum. I think ideally, Conor going out on loan was the right decision. He needed the game time to progress.
Yeah.
The one that I don't agree with is Gilmour to Norwich. I think we would have been better keeping him and him gaining experience from like the Thiago Silvas, the Kante, your Jorginhos in the squad. He wouldn't have got much game time, but I think he would have learnt more from being at the squad than going out to Norwich.
Yeah, guys, look at Christensen.
I don't.
We're playing with.
I don't.
Thiago
Youngsters
Silva
needs to playing time. Don't care about how experience gets on at the practice field.
But what about Foden?
He's not even playing over there right now.
If it was the wrong team, if we send him in the wrong team, that's yes. But I don't think he should have better stayed there.
Foden didn't even play a lot.
Winter Surfer.
He didn't play.
My God.
Look at Christensen.
That outburst Foden all the time.
That outburst was because I said it before. Sal's a bum. I think people think he's Marcos Llorente. I think the player that people think of is Marcos Llorente.
He's better than
and I think I think Sabitzer is clear of him. I've said this before. I got ridiculed for that statement, and then Jem, I want my recompense. Jem.
Saul Niguez is not. I don't think he is good enough at the minute. I mean, he might become good, but he's not good enough at the minute.
Player that people are thinking of is Marcos Llorente.
Give it a bit of time.
Did anybody miss? Did anybody miss if he's a star player or something?
No one said he's a star player.
Yeah, so why is he talking about him like we got him as our star player?
No, I'm not. I just hate him because people had a go at me for saying something that they didn't like, but it was true.
You have too much hate in your life, man.
That's what
Let it go.
does.
You know the song's Frozen? Let it go. Let it go.
Man, they ridiculed, they humbled me and ridiculed me, bro. I want my recompense.
No,
look,
but
if you talk shit like Lucio, of course you're gonna be ridiculed.
Man said over 14. He was never that low.
This I had facts and I still got ridiculed. Ask Jem. Ask him.
Yeah, but your facts say
No,
that
but
Lucio's better than
that's what
Thiago
everyone does.
Silva. Nobody can trust you.
That's down to opinion.
You
But this was a fact.
exactly, and you have a cricket as you.
Ram, can I ask you a question? Right, who's better, Van Dijk or Lucio?
Lucio.
What?
Let me ask you a
Wow.
question:
You're
Who's
weird.
better, Van Dijk or John Terry?
That's easy.
Come.
That's John Terry, bro.
No,
Well
John
said.
Terry, nice career.
Well said.
At least he ain't that biased. I give him that.
Well said, man. Well said.
Yeah.
Ah, man. I
Yeah.
mean, if
He's,
Van Dijk
he's got
performs
some credit back there.
They don't build them like they used to, man. John Terry.
Yeah, but if Van Dijk
Goodness.
performs like this until he's 37, then the conversation can be made. But is still
Do you understand that Van Dijk became on the scene as 28 years old, right?
exactly. That's why I said until he's 37.
He
But
was,
that's never
he's
gonna happen.
already irrelevant this season. He's already irrelevant this
Yep.
season.
I mean, that's why 1 point behind.
1905, but he got injured though. 1905, he
Yeah,
got
what?
injured.
Vidic was good as well, though. Van Dijk.
Yeah, I mean, Van Dijk and Vidic will probably be a
I
conversation.
remember Liverpool fans when they said Van Dijk was the best. Not only a Liverpool fan, the stupid
He
people
was.
on
No,
TV.
I don't know. I cannot say Sergio Ramos is the best defender when he's a lunatic. He's literally a lunatic.
No,
Yeah,
you
but-
still upset that
but
he
you
hurt
need that lunacy.
you still
No, you
upset
don't.
because
No,
he
you
hurt
don't.
your player. That's what it
Rudiger's
is.
a lunatic, man.
No, you
Look at
need
him.
that lunacy in the back, man. If not, you're gonna concede goals, man. You need it.
No, you don't
Can I ask
need
you a
that
question about the
lunatic.
Norwich game coming up? Right.
Yeah, go
so
on.
we've got these injuries. So we obviously we sort of have focused on the front three changing, and we focused on the previous game. The one thing that I would think of is where do people see Ruben going? Because I think Ruben's been in great form, and I think he originally with no injuries, I think he would have started this game. Do we? Well, this is it. Where do we think Ruben's going to go from here because of these injuries? Do we think he's going to get opportunities?
No, I
Is he
think
injured
he's
again?
just a rotation.
I
Is
want to
he
quickly
injured
say
again?
something about Ruben. Yeah, this is actually it's not a dig. It's actually a good thing. Yeah, I feel like Ruben left butt cheek has evolved into two arse cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's evolved. Bro. He's evolved a lot better. No longer Ruben left butt cheek. He's Ruben two butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Is he
doing
injured?
bro. He's
Is
doing
Ruben
well,
injured?
bro. I'm telling you, man.
Is
I haven't
Ruben
seen him.
injured?
Oh, Ram.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
you never been
Ruben's
spanked
fit.
as a child,
Yeah,
man.
Ruben's fit.
Ruben's fit. He'll
He
probably
was
play
rested.
against Norwich.
Yeah, he was rested yesterday. I think he'll play against Norwich for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to
Ram, let
rotate.
me ask you a question. Did your mom and daddy spank you when you as a child?
Never.
Oh,
You can tell they never
leave
spanked.
it out, leave it out. My mom and dad raised me good. That's all you need to know.
Oh man. It's time to go. Time to go do some work.
I was
See
trying
you
to
later,
say
1908.
All right, guys, gentlemen, have a great one.
1908.
Yeah, 1905. 1905.
1908.
1908.
That's hilarious.
That's your new name, man. Redneck, that's your new
care,
name, man.
I don't care,
1908.
man. Hey, could be worse. It could be worse. I could be Liverpool fan.
There you go.
I mean, there's nothing bad about it. We've got one of the best managers in the world. He's charismatic. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, we
Talking-
get it.
Speaking
Right?
about the lunatic, you manager. That's a lunatic.
Let's see how well they do when they lose Mane and Salah. Let's see how well
And we can say
Liverpool do then.
with Eduardo Mendy.
Okay.
No, but
Now we have Kepa, man. You forgot?
Man,
Exactly.
you depending on Salah and Mane like
You
it's
forgot about Kepa?
Nah, don't worry. We have Curtis Jones playing left wing, bro. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh my god.
Who is
And
that?
you have Trent Alexander who can play forward.
Yeah, man. We can do that. We can
Curtis
do
Jones.
that.
Who is that, man?
He will soon be a very good player.
All right. Sure.
Be on the
I'm
same
not a
level.
shoot,
as
lads,
Mason-
but it was a
be on the same level
ball.
as Mason Mount.
No, he's
See you later,
not.
lads.
I'll play.
I mean, he registered more assists this season, but okay.
How about his career?
I mean, he's still he's
Okay.
got a Premier League. He's got a Premier League.
No, he doesn't, man. Stop it.
He does.
He never really
does.
played. How many games did he play?
Actually, he actually
I
got
like-
a goal. He actually got a goal that season. He's actually
I like how
contributed.
this is turning into a Twitter space now.
Ram, have some shame, man. Have some. He
I'm
always
not having
does this.
shame. I'm just
You're so
telling you how-
nasty, Rams. You're so nasty.
He always does this.
What do you mean I do this? No, I didn't do nothing. I'm
You need
just
to
telling you
stop,
how
man.
it is.
You need to
What do
stop.
you mean stop? What do you mean stop? I like this.
Stop
I
troll.
like
Stop trolling, man.
trolling. Trolling. I'm not trolling.
Guys, I gotta go do some work. It
I'm
was
gonna
a
head
pleasure
off.
to talk to you guys. See ya.
Pleasure as always.
See you, Rams.
Pleasure.
God, I don't know why this video is still going.
He didn't even end the stream.
Where
He
James
just left.
disappeared.
Jam didn't
Yeah,
end the stream. Let's keep this going.
yeah.
Hey.
Someone out,
And
Jam.
Daniel, hello, my friend. How's the bus?
The bus is great, man.
Good. I was winding you up the other day. You get wind up so easy. It's funny, you know.
Nick, I thought we were friends, man. You used to
Yeah,
back me
well,
up, and now all you do is troll me.
no, I was
Yo,
winding you. I was
yo,
joking.
where's Gemma on a level? He
Sometimes,
needs to
you
end
know,
the
you
stream.
just
All
feel
you
like jokey, winding up people.
all right, for sure.
Yeah, because we're all Chelsea fans. We love each other. Don't be silly.
Jam, where are you at, man?
James, dear, it's gone.
All right, guys. Well,
Oh, there he is.
here he
I'm here.
is.
Yeah.
Need to
We
fit.
might as well do the outro now.
No. Sorry, I was. My phone went. And my phone's been going mad most of the time. But everyone's gone. I can't believe everyone was gone.
No,
What's going on? Everyone say they were leaving, did they? All right,
yeah,
cool. But
everyone's forgotten.
we're going to finish off anyway because I have got a bit of work to do as well, guys. The Norwich preview will be tomorrow. I don't know if I can get an afternoon Prem show in as well. I'll try and do that. I'm off to the game on Saturday, so I won't be able to do a match reaction, but I will be back probably on Sunday to be able to do that and talk about it as well. So, yeah, big up. Great stream again. Subscribe to the channel. We are, I think we're about 90 subscribers away. Road to 3K is on. So if you are new here, subscribe to GNA TV before you leave. Hit the like button. Leave a comment below as well. And big up to all of the guys that came in today. It was a really, really good show. And yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your days. Be safe. Take care. And we'll see you again all very soon. Peace.